the standard of racing very, very much in the short time that it has been in use. And so the green flag waves, and onto the circuit underneath the commentary box come the drivers, and indeed all 6 karts I can see are there, although Sergio Ruiz at the back of the field. Now, was that because he was a little bit late leaving the service area? In karting, there are certain rules about you have to be off the service area onto the grid in a specific time. So we'll follow the drivers round on their first of their rolling laps to describe the way around this circuit. Well, there is the driver that was fastest in qualifying yesterday, number 921, Sergio Ruiz, and again past the smoke at the back, which is possibly a disgruntled Spanish farmer burning his rotten oranges, which are no good to sell due to the poor weather that has been here over the winter. Certainly not poor weather today. Now the drivers are heading down the long back straight now, and even these mini X30 drivers doing over 50 miles an hour. They go through turn 12 here, that right-hander very fast. This is the turn 13 chicane, and drivers will then need to get a good run out onto the start-finish straight, which, as you can see, is not quite straight. There's a long, lazy right curve, and what we'll see now is the drivers beginning to slow down into grid formation, and that will tell us whether Ruiz, you can see the number 921 kart just easing his way past Miron Pingasov and Kasper Janssen there to take up his place at the front of the grid. And so Ruiz and Maximus Meyer in kart number 919, they will guide the field in their 3 rows of 2. Pingasov in kart 923, that red and white AC Motorsport machine, and then the 922 kart of Sweden's Kasper Janssen on the Falcon chassis. They're going down the infield straight now towards turn number 9, a very sharp left-hander that almost doubles back on itself. And under race conditions, from about here, as they clip the apex for turn 10, they're hard on the power all the way out of turn 10 through the second sector onto the back straight. Now, you'll hear me talking about sector times as the races progress. Well, this circuit is split into 3 timing sectors, and a purple sector is a best sector of the entire race. A green sector is that driver's personal best, and a yellow sector is you need to buck up your ideas. So, into the chicane, and in a few short moments, the 2017 X30 Winter Cup is underway. Ruiz from pole leads them into turn number 1. That long right-hander, a good start from the inside of row 2 from Miron Pingasov. He slots into second place with Maximus Meyer slipping back to third. And already Pingasov dives to the inside as they go through the turn 3 cutback, and Ruiz has lost a bit of momentum there, and he's lost second place as well. And that's Kasper Janssen, the Swedish driver in kart 922, slotting into P2. So the 2 front row drivers currently running 3rd and 4th, and it's Pingasov leading from Janssen, then Meyer in 3rd, the poleman Ruiz down to 4th, and the 2 Norwegian drivers, Heiberg and Norheim, following on behind as they go through turn number 9 now. And this is where Janssen and Meyer need to get in and tuck themselves right behind the rear bumper of our race leader Miron Pingasov as they come onto this very long back straight. You'll see the drivers following in the wheel tracks because the slipstream effect in these karts, even though they're mini X30 karts, is impressive. As a change for second place, Meyer dives through at turn 13. The back of the pack, I think that's Felix Heiberg slipping away just a little bit, 2 seconds back already as Ruiz relieves Kasper Janssen of 3rd place. And we've got a Spanish 1, 2, 3. So the 3 Spaniards in the field now occupying the top 3 places. And there goes Meyer into the lead as they go around turns 4 and 5. Now hard on the brakes for turn number 6. You can see just jinking the steering wheel ever so slightly to make sure that he clips that apex. And now Pingasov and Ruiz will draw up, and you can see them getting so close to each other, inches apart. Ruiz dives to the inside, going into turn number 9 to take second place. Leaves the door open, though. Pingasov fights straight back. But, of course, he's then on the outside for the run through turn number 10. And this isn't helping them because the more they battle, the further away that Maximus Meyer gets. And look at that. Up the inside goes Sergio Ruiz with help from Pingasov, and you can see there, for those of you watching karting for the first time, Pingasov literally had his nose virtually sellotaped to the rear bumper of that car. Oh, and side-to-side, wheel-to-wheel contact there as Pingasov grabs the lead going into turn number 1. This is lap 3 out of 7. Mayer in third, Janssen there in fourth, and I think that's Sonde Norheim in 5th position. So the top 5 drivers still pretty much nose to tail. Felix Heiberg slipping away a little bit from this lead group, but it is number 923, Pingasov leading Ruiz, and then it is Maximus Mayer as they head towards turn number 9 on lap number 3. Kasper Janssen in that white and red and black kart in 4th place. He's just trying to hang on. As you can see, Mayer now gets to the inside through turn number 10. So Ruiz is shuffled wide, and now he'll tuck back in and just watch Mayer push the race leader along. 8 wheels working in unison, faster than 4 wheels working on their own. Through turn 12, into turn 13 now. Has Mayer got the run onto the start-finish straight? Will he jink out to the inside? There's room there if he wants it. He makes the move. Now, can he get the kart slowed down in the apex and not run wide and allow Pingasov to clip back underneath him through turn number 2? The answer is no. Hard on the brakes through turn 3. They flick left, then right. Now into the very technical turn 4 and 5. You've got to keep a tight line through here. And then the left-hander at turn number 6. And now bring the speed up. Janssen there in 4th place, tailing the 3 Spaniards. This is helping Janssen, the fact that they're all swapping positions. So Janssen, who in qualifying was nearly half a second slower than the 3 Spanish drivers, in race trim, when they're tripping over each other and battling, he's just able to keep with them. But for the first time on lap number 4, we can see a little bit of a breakaway at the front as Mayer gets 3-4 kart lengths clear, but in the slipstream, just look how close Pingasov and Ruiz gets. Ruiz to the inside, makes the move. Just clips the middle curb there in that apex. That spoils his momentum, and instantly Pingasov fights back, and Pingasov now being helped by Janssen as they go through turn number 1. So one tiny little mistake there from Sergio Ruiz there, clipping one curve, ruined his momentum, and it cost him 2 places. And now Pingasov moves into P2. Mayer checks over his shoulder. You'll start to see the drivers signaling to each other a little bit. They'll be just saying, come on, push, work with me, or no, don't overtake me now. It's incredible to think that these 9 and 10-year-olds can communicate with their rivals while they're racing wheel to wheel at speeds of well over 50 miles an hour. Now into turn number 9 we go. Mayer 3 kart lengths in front of Pingasov, who runs wide. Now Janssen, that's when slipstreaming can go a little bit wrong. So Janssen trying to work with Pingasov, and Pingasov overruns the braking area. Janssen through into P2. Pingasov down to P4. Now, Pingasov and Ruiz will have to work together. So, the blue, yellow and red Alonso kart of Sergio Ruiz, the pole man, he has got Miron Pingasov right behind him. No, he's got Miron Pingasov right in front of him, because Pingasov makes the move into the final chicane as we start lap number 5 of 7. So can these 2 drivers, the 923 and the 921, Pingasov and Ruiz, can they work together to close what is about a 5-6 kart length gap to the 2 leaders? Maximus Mayer has been out front now for several laps. Kasper Janssen in kart number 922, the 11-year-old from Uppsala in Sweden. He is giving chase. Now, has Janssen got the pace in that kart to catch the leader? Look at these 2 in 3rd, 4th place working together. Now, Ruiz, he will not try and pass Pingasov. He will try and push him along, and I mean quite literally, push him along as they come on to the back straight. Watch. Ruiz will tuck his head down. He'll try and just work with Pingasov. See, he doesn't move out the slipstream to make the move. He knows that they have to work together. He knows that time is running out. He'll be hoping that Janssen, now who has caught the leader, starts the battle. Mayer has to defend as we start lap number 6 out of 7. Mayer defends the inside line. So Janssen has the advantage of the fact that he knows that Mayer is thinking about what is going on behind him. There's the check over the shoulder from the race leader, Max Mayer. And you can see the 2 drivers behind, Pingasov and Ruiz. That gap, it was 0.4 of a second. It's now about 0.2. And only about 3-4 kart lengths separate the top two. Once again, Meyer defends into turn number 9. Janssen tries to go around the outside. Watch Janssen now try to cut back underneath the race leader as they come out of turn number 10. But Meyer holds the inside line. And this is continuing to help Pingasov and Ruiz. There they go. Now Ruiz makes his move. Ruiz knows he's caught the two leaders again. He looks to the inside of Pingasov, but can't make it stick. Into the final corner, checkered flag awaits. Meyer holds on. Pingasov, I think that was, grabbing second place. And Ruiz side by side with Janssen for third. The checkered flag has waved, and it's Maximus Meyer, the first driver to win a race here at the X30 Winter Cup in Valencia. Maximus Meyer, 11-year-old from Alicante, won the 2016 Cadet Winter Cup here at Valencia, and he goes down as the first driver to win a Mini X30 race in an RGMMC event. And there's the result. So 0.3 of a second separated Meyer and Pingasov, who grabbed P2 right at the end. Kasper Janssen fends off the pole sitter Sergio Ruiz by just 0.6 of a second, with Sondre Norheim, the youngest driver in the field, in 5th, and Felix Heiberg finishing in 6th position. And Felix, so he's 24 seconds down. For Felix, this event now is a case of let's just pick up our pace. Let's just